Hi everyone! This series of videos will take you through page 15 in the packet, which is an extension of the previous lesson on page 14 and an introduction to what we call recursive notation. If you did the videos, or at least the practice problems on page 14, and did some of the problems that have to do with this t of n plus 1, t of n minus 1 thing, then you'll have a great foundation for the problems on this page 15, and hopefully can even consider skipping around a little bit. You may even want to consider skipping some of these videos altogether if you feel like you already understand the basic ideas, since many of these questions are just going to be practice of what we've already done on page 14 and not necessarily new information. For example, in question number 3, we're going to see a duplicate of question number 2 on the previous page, and if you've already watched that video, or if you already feel like you understand question number 2, question number 3 is really not going to be any trouble at all. If you feel as though you need the guidance though, keep watching this video and I'll be glad to walk you through each part. In number 3, letter A, it says n is 3, so we want to find the value of each of these expressions. If you remember from the previous series of videos, all that means is we're going to plug 3 in for the letter n in each problem, and we're going to see which term the table tells us to use. Now, the only downside I can possibly see is that the table's not complete. So it may be smart before we start the question to actually finish the table first and make sure that we know what to do. The table itself has -8, -2, 4, and 10, and then it stops. So let's make sure we understand the pattern. -8 connects to -2, -2 to 4, 4 to 10. If you suck at negatives, you might want to start with like 4 to 10 and think about what that pattern might be. We don't know if it's arithmetic or geometric, but I'm going to take a guess here. 4 plus 6 looks like it's 10, and -2 plus 6 looks like it's 4. -8 plus 6 is -2, so it looks like plus 6 must be the pattern. And if plus 6 is definitely the pattern, then we can keep that pattern going to fill in more terms. 10 plus 6 would give us 16, and then 16 plus 6 would give us 22. 22 plus 6 would be 28, and 28 plus 6 would be 34. So now that I have all the numbers, I feel a lot more confident that I can tackle this question with all the information that I need at my fingertips. So I'm going to start in letter A by first plugging in 3 into each expression. The first part, for instance, is now going to say t of 3 instead of t of n, because they told us n equals 3. We're basically just doing a little substitution. T of 3 really just means look at the third term in the table and write down what you get. So if I go to my table, the third term is 10, so that means the answer they are looking for must be 10. And that's it. If you remember this from the previous video, you know there aren't a lot of surprises here. This is basically pretty straightforward stuff. For the second part, t of n plus 1, remember n is 3, so I'm just going to plug in 3 into that spot. T of 3 plus 1 is 4. T of 4 just means the fourth term. So again, I'm going to look at my table and simply ask myself, well, what's the fourth term in the table? It's a good thing we filled that in, because the fourth term in the table is now 16. I'm going to keep doing the rest of this problem simply using my table as my guide. T of n minus 1, that's t of 3 minus 1, that's t of 2. T of 2 means second term is 4. So notice you can even get to the point where you don't even have to show your work. If you can, try to finish part A just so you can get used to it, and then we'll look at part B, where it's a little bit different. If you don't feel confident enough, keep watching the videos for part B and I'll be happy to help. But if you feel like you could do letter B, feel free to do it on your own and skip the next video, especially if this is intuitive for you.